Am I the a-hole for calling my fiancé's sister an idiot for her rude comments about the numbers of siblings I have? To start, I got 8 other siblings, 9 of us in total. 2 of my brothers are biological, and the rest are foster siblings, but we're all very close. To me, they're all real family, so I don't really introduce them as anything other than my brother's sisters. I'm getting married in few months, and all my brothers are going to be my groomsmen, while sisters were asked by my fiancé to be her bridesmaids. My fiancé's sister Kate is someone we don't talk too much, but still her parents convinced her to let Kate be part of it. Recently, our families met up for a barbecue at our place, and this is the first time her family meets mine. Well, expect her parents since they couldn't make it. I introduced my siblings to everyone. Some point, when we were talking to her sister, she says, "Your parents usually had 9 kids?" She said it with such disgust. She seemed really mad about it. I told her yes, and Kate goes about how she thinks my parents were selfish and reckless to never figuring out how to use condom. And don't they know how stupid they are for having so many kids when they're already overpopulation? Part of me found it funny, but also very annoyed for thinking that's something she even thought was okay to say about people she just met. So I told her there were foster parents, and only 2 of my brothers are biological, and not that it's any of her business to critique other people's lives. She looks embarrassed and apologized. Then she got mad. Kate says, "Well, that's something I could have mentioned, so to avoid her saying the wrong thing." And I told her how about the next time that she doesn't say anything at all and avoid looking like an idiot. My fiancé laughed a little, but Kate got mad. She walked off and made a comment to my fiancé's other sister and cousin about what I said. They know the context but still think I was an a-hole because Kate was just bringing awareness to what she thought was something bad, and it wasn't necessary to call her names. She doesn't want to talk to me now, and while that doesn't bother me at all, I do wonder, was I an a-hole at all for doing that?
I thank you, I needed a good laugh lol. I love you also op as NTA. Exactly. And as someone who is one of 9 full biological siblings, who's to say the parents didn't use various forms of birth control that failed? It's not the sil business either way. Also, weren't you also just bringing attention to something you thought was bad, judging people and disparaging them before having all the details? Why is that any different? I was just going to make the BC comment. I have a friend that accidentally got pregnant her senior year of college. She was with her HS sweetheart and they had planned to wed right after college anyway. Fast forward 10 years, despite their best efforts, vasectomy, tubes tied, depot, etc., they managed to still have 4 more pregnancies. The math would lead you to believe they have 5 kids, but 2 of the pregnancies were multiple births, 1 twin, the other triplets. So all in all they have 8 gorgeous happy healthy kids that they live immensely, none of them were planned. My uterus just screamed at your comment. Now that said, I know someone who had pills fail, then IUD fail, twins after getting a tubal ligation. After the last pregnancy, she told the doctor, "I want my ovaries in a jar when you are done with my C-section." NTA. She should be thankful she just looks like an idiot for her views, rather than seriously offending people, because she doesn't agree with the idea of a couple having multiple biological children. Not a life to judge. She was silly to assume something. And when you assume, you only serve to make an ass out of you, not me. NTA. Even if they were all your biological siblings, that's a really gross thing to say. It's not her business, and it's not hard for her to just keep her damn opinions to herself. NTA. She insulted your family to your face and then got sad that you said something back to her in response. You were far more polite than I would have been in your shoes. If she doesn't want people saying mean things to her, maybe she shouldn't walk up to people and talk shit about their families. You were very much in line here. NTA. She didn't like the taste of her foot in her mouth. Were you just supposed to let her talk crap about her parents? I would have chosen way harsher words than idiot, so she lucked out. Good for you and your fiancé. Edit spelling. Nope. The time to preach about overpopulation is long before the babies have been born. She insulted your parents' intelligence and honor with her exceptionally rude comments. She jumped to the conclusion that you were all biological siblings, then was insulted only when she felt foolish for jumping to conclusions by blaming you for not volunteering your biological relationship status of your siblings. Who the heck volunteers that info? I have a half-brother who, because of adoption, I didn't meet until my mid-30s. I refer to him as my state he lives in brother. I don't disclose our whole relationship history on first meeting with anyone. It's none of their business, and while legally he may not be my brother, our relationship is that of siblings. When we are in person we don't introduce each other as birth siblings, we simply introduce each other as siblings. NTA. So it's fine for her to make gross comments about your family, but you telling her how ignorant she legitimately is somehow more offensive than her degrading comments to your parents. She called them stupid and irresponsible. You just explained to her how dumb she actually was. Because Kate was just bringing awareness to what she thought was something bad, and it wasn't necessary to call her names. What? No, she was sticking her nose in other people's business purely to insult them. She was being an a-hole, and you had every right to call her out on that bullshit. Op. NTA. God, I hope the people defending her don't behave the same when they think something that's none of their business and has no effect on them is bad. You are absolutely not the asshole. She was out of line. Even if your parents had that many kids, it is still 100% valid to want a big family. That is a tradition in some cultures that should be respected. You fucking told her, thank you for sharing lol. NTA, I don't see why it's necessary for Op to go announce, by the way, my parents are foster parents, to prevent someone from saying the wrong thing. That's a them problem, not a you problem. As far as name calling, you really weren't that bad, especially considering Kate just went off on her future family-in-law.